Hi everyone, welcome back to Service Management. Today we are going to discuss about the guest cycle in a hotel. What is a guest cycle? You know who's a guest? Guest is the one, a customer who's going to a hotel and stay there. So the process of staying at a hotel, there are different stages. All these stages together, we call it as a guest cycle, right? Okay, because this cycle is continuous, not for a customer, but for a hotel. Okay, so that's why it's called as a guest cycle. So when you look at the guest cycle, there are some stages as we discussed. There are four stages are there in a guest cycle. First stage is called as pre-arrival, followed by arrival, occupancy, and departure. Right? As I said, you can look at the picture. So where the customer starts inquiring with a hotel, that's where the pre-arrival stage comes, followed by confirming his booking, making payment, then reaching the hotel, staying there at the hotel, that is occupancy. So once he stays there and he will be leaving the hotel, that is departure. So there are the four stages in the guest cycle in a Okay, maybe for a customer, it may not be a cycle. For a hotel, it is a cycle. One customer leaves, another customer comes, right? Continuous process. Pre-arrival, arrival, occupancy, and departure. So let us see each and every stage, how the each and every stage features, what exactly happens in each stage of guest cycle. The first one is called as the pre-arrival. What is pre-arrival? Before you go to the hotel as a customer, as a guest, what happens? So in pre-arrival, you first inquire as a customer whether there is the availability of the rooms on a particular date, right? And you inquire about the price, what facilities they provide, right? They also ask you how many days you are going to stay there, how many rooms you want, right? Whether you want to book online or whether you want to book offline. Okay, there are many things which will come under pre-arrival, right? So once you are interested and you want to book the rooms, hotel, you create a record, right? Maybe in the online or offline. So the details will be provided to the hotel reception to record your details like your name, your phone number, which date you want to travel, how many rooms you want. All that information will be recorded by the hotel. In some cases, make advance payment also, right? If it's online booking, they will expect you to pay at least some portion of the money. The remaining, once you vacate the hotel, you can make the payment. Then the data will be entered into the system, it will be stored, and there will be reminders from the hotel about your reservation. Okay, so this is what happens in the pre-arrival stage, right? So there is an inquiry by the customer. Okay, you give your information to the hotel, they make the reservations, and sometimes they expect you to make the partial payment, and that information will be stored in their system, and you also get uh, notifications from the hotel about your reservation. The next stage is the arrival, right? Arrival, you go to the hotel, you booked a room in the hotel, right? And what happens in the arrival? First, they check the reservation status, whether the reservation is done on your name, and they also check how many rooms you have booked, right? Okay, then they register the customer details through an application, right? Sometimes you fill everything online. You don't need to fill any form once you go there. That's an advantage of online registration. Then they will allocate a room with all the details, room number, right? What facilities are there in each room. Then they will assist the guest to occupy the. Okay. So there are some activities which will happen during the arrival of the customer at the next stage is occupancy, right? So what you do during occupancy, you give request to the front office, whatever the request about various services, what you are entitled to get, right? About the food or other facilities, what they have at the hotel, right? So you make a request to the front office, then the front office will coordinate with the guest services, okay, deliver the required services. Customer may be providing food, giving hot water, having swimming pool, right? The personal care like spa, wellness services, the customer has requested for that. Okay, then once the occupancy is done, okay, the whatever the days customer has reserved and he occupied it, okay, then what happened? You generate the receipts for all the services what you provided in food, beverages, and other services. So the final stage is the departure. Now, in departure, what happens? Check out, room, then settlement of the account, making if any payment has to be done, because most of the hotels, what they do, they provide the other services and they will add to the bill. And if any pending bills are there, you need to make the payment and they will provide you the statement of the gift. Then they will also get the feedback from the customer that will help the hotel to improve their services. So this is what happens in the. So it's a continuous cycle for a hotel where they accommodate a customer, right? So that's why we call it as a guest